Hey guys! Merry Christmas! Yay! Yes, I am doing a quick Christmas video in my time off, which, truth be told, I definitely needed, because it's pretty much I go to work, I do a shitload of work, I stay over at work, and then I come back and die. So, fun times. So today we are playing Project Cars 2, as you can see. By the way, VR video, so anyone with a slight issue with VR, I apologize. Hopefully it won't be too bad when we actually get into the race. So if you are squeamish to this sort of thing, just look away and then try and wait till the race comes into effect, and I will try and avoid doing crazy head movements. For some weird reason, the pressure on the pressure that's being created by having this VR head controller is actually making me nauseous. I don't know why. It's like here, just pressing it on here, I just feel weird and sick. Anyway, so we are now going to be playing a quick race inside the ye old thing, and I have got this little beauty here. This is a Logitech G29 steering wheel with pedals included. But the better part is I got a shifter, and I got all of this for 148 quid. Black Friday. So, yes, Black Friday is all nice and dandy. So anyway, today we're going to have a quick race. So my objective is to not be last. So, this will probably be the last you actually see of my face. The rest of it's going to be like a complete nub. I'll see you in the track. Actually, before we do the track, let me just explain the synopsis of the track. So, we have got ourselves a Aston Martin DB9 Vantage GT3. In fact, let's have a little look at the ye old showroom. Oh, wow, that thing does not like that. Let's not do that again. We'll just go from here. So this is the car we're going with. It's got 187 miles per hour speed limit. It can go really fast. It's got a good thing. It's moderately powerful. It's a V12. So that's awesome. We're going to be going at the Silverstone track, which is in good old Blighty. It's kind of similar to the old style track. It's different from what I remember, because the way I remember the old touring Silverstone track from the TOCA Touring Car Championship, which is awesome. I also have given myself a practice session, so we try and get used to it, and we're going to use this for 4 laps. 4 laps, and I've got 24 opponents. So, without further ado, let's get started. So here we are. We're in the lovely British countryside of Silverstone with its more modern track. And we are joined by a bunch of racers in the same car, which is hilarious. No, it's an awesome sort of track, and all the other cars are beginning to go. So without further ado, let us get started on our own journey, and I will do a quick as possible synopsis of my experience in racing. Right. Whilst also trying not to hit everyone else. Right, okay. Right, hold on. Right, so there we go. So, I will be honest with you. Oh, God! Fucking assholes.
Just go steady until the tyres and brakes get a chance to warm up.
Yep, no shit. So this is Project Cars 2, by the way, if you hadn't figured it out yet. And this game is famous because it also has got... Oi! Arsewipe? Have you not heard of tyres not being warm, mate? Douchebag. Anyway, so in this practice session, I'm going to try and remember this track as best as I can, because I have tried it a couple times in my attempts to learn how to use the controller. I will be honest with you, I'll list a few things off, as I said before. I am not good with VR and VR. I am not good with racing games, at least this one in particular. I'm new to the whole steering wheel scene, so I apologize if I make some very newbie mistakes or if I play too cautiously. So, yeah, apologies for that. I'm not going to be one of those racers who can get into virtually any vehicle. Like, I think his name is Jimmy Broadbent. I've been watching a few of his videos lately. Really good content, actually. But yeah, basically, I'm new to this sort of steering wheel-ness. So, apologize if I do something rather stupid, like, for example, slowing down really hard to try and avoid spinning out. You alright? I suck. Well, let's just get over that. Right, now that we've done that, let's introduce why I'm into racing games, or more specifically, what makes me enjoy racing games like this more than, say, the average, racing fan? Well, basically, alongside playing loads of violent violent games where I killed people, stabbed people, blew people up, commanded armies to kill people, I had a little side. It wasn't really much of a thing until my later stage in life, but I enjoyed racing games on the side. Like, I had the Need for Speeds, played nearly every one of them up until I missed Carbon, and I think the last one I bought before sort of not buying anymore until Need for Speed 2015, which then I immediately regretted because it's disgusting handling system. I also played the Burnout games, but the thing was, a lot of what I played was arcadey. I didn't really get into the sort of the simulator racing aspect until I got games like Grid Autosport in 2014, because that was when it finally sort of began to that was the straw that broke the camel's back and taught me about consistency rather than doing whatever you can to get the victory. Because a lot of what racing games have, at least from what I've seen, fairly similar, the casual style, is all about getting just the winning spot. Just the number one, and everything's amazing because you got the number one. And it's like, well, yeah, it's great to win, don't get me wrong. It would be silly to say that, every racing sim guy would say, oh, I'd rather settle for second place than first. But what most racing games, at least from what I can see, I could be wrong, it's a wonderful thing about opinions, people have them and nothing happens, is it seems like most of the simple racing games or casual racing games are only about winning, and they don't tell you about the consistency. It's like, well, look, you may have, it's like games like Project Cars 2, it's like, look, you've lost this race because you had a really bad incident with one of your co-drivers, but you've won like 13 other races so far, so you can take a bad race. It's okay. You don't have to worry, mate. You're fine. And it's like, it wasn't until I saw, is that a drone? No, that's a helicopter. I was going to say, reference for modern time. Hey, look, are we at Gatwick, or is that a drone? I'm in it. I'm hip. Anyway, so, yeah, basically, most of my younger racing experience was games like Need for Speed Underground, Underground 2, Most Wanted. Those were my three loves of my life. I fucking love that. But I did also enjoy games like Need for Speed Pro Street, and I've really cocked this. Whoa! God. I'd like to reference that was not my fault. I lost contact and the douchebag hit me. Let's also probably get into the pits whilst I'm in the thing. Right, anyway, into the pits we go. Anyway, so whilst we're getting ourselves fixed up, thank you very much. So basically, as I said, the sort of what started my interest in racing games in general was the video game British Touring Car Championship, or the TOCA games. TOCA 1, but more importantly TOCA 2, because TOCA 2 was the one that I absolutely loved. It was the one that I played a lot as a child, whenever I got the chance to play on my dad's PlayStation. It was a lot of fun to be able to enjoy, like, playing this epic sort of game with all the extra cool shit.
Just a minute, we're trying to sort it.
Yeah. So, that was the game that, but again though, that game actually had the consistency, and truth be told, for a game that was designed in like the mid to late 90s, it had a lot of advanced systems, which it probably took another 20 years or so to make, that this game has now. So, I like how it's kind of come full circle. And if I'm not mistaken, the guys who made this game also made Shift 1 and 2, both of which, again, had really good aspects to it. Still had the whole gotta win, gotta go fast, but at the same time, it was also really awesome nonetheless. So again, I'm kind of glossing over a lot of my sort of youngerness in my life, but at the same time, it was a lot of fun because I got to experience... blind spot. Yep, figured as much. It's handy when you know how to drive in real life and you just get into a steering wheel because you don't have to, like, learn everything from scratch. It's like, oh, I know how this works. I remember my blind spots and how my system automatically goes into that the moment I get into this thing, Unfortunately, though, I don't have a blind spot. I can't do what I normally do in my car and just turn left. Oh, God. Thanks for being so patient. Yeah, no, you're not coming past me, mate. You're not coming past me. Nope. Anyway, so when I got into this game, I noticed it on the market, and I was seeing sort of things about this game, and I think there's a third game in development now, if I'm not mistaken, or is that another? I can't remember if that is not a thing. I don't know if it's in development at the time. Don't quote me on this, but I think I saw like a trailer, or I heard about the game, the third Project Cars game being in development. If so, fantastic. I look forward to seeing the No, it was Dirt 2. Sorry. Dirt Rally 2. Sorry, not Project Cars 2. No, it was the sequel to Dirt Rally, the really good rally game. The Project Cars of rally games, if it will. So yeah, there's that. I've yet to try that with VR, but I know you can do VR and Logitech, so I'm going to give that a bash. Maybe I'll be good at it, who knows, because I suck with the controller. That would be fucking hilarious, wouldn't it? Like, can't crack it with a bloody controller, so when I get myself fully vetted up in VR, that's when I suddenly become a rally god. Anyway, so we're going to try and wrap up this somewhat lengthy introduction to my racing, and also the brief synopsis of the track. And basically we're going to jump over now to the actual race, where I will be randomly slotted in, and I've got to somehow stay in the race, which is, the big objective is don't crash out, which is not exactly going to be a hard challenge to fulfill, but you never know. The big objective is, in whatever position I'm in, preferably stay in it. Or the big one is don't go last. Don't be the last one across the line when we finished, which you think is like, oh yeah, it should be fine. And I'm like, no, it's really not. So yes, I will see you guys when we get to the track area, and I basically get to have my fun. So guys, we're here, and unfortunately, that's a lot of people ahead of us, and not that many behind us. Oh dear. So we are going to be pretty much at the back of the pack in this one. I've hit the randomizer on this one, so sadly, that's all we can do, which is, yeah, not fun. Anyway, so our objective today is going to try and survive these 4 laps. It's going to be completely unedited on this one. So fingers crossed it works and we'll be fine. I'm going to shift myself ever so slightly to the left. And yeah, without further ado, let's get started. And away we go. Okay, so we are in, and we're going to try and go a little bit up the pack, try and gain some spaces, slow down to second gear, going into the first corner, and we've already gained a spot. Good, good. Slow down a little bit, give them a little bit of leeway, hit second gear, go down right slow, go inside line, catch a lot of people out on the curb, but that's fine. We're not the only ones doing the same cheeky thing. Try and do again. Oh, look at all these places we're getting. Slight oversteer going into it, but that's fine. Little nip and tuck here and there. Right, there we go. So we've gained a lot of good places. So now all we need to do is just keep this consistency up, and I think we'll be good. Oh, God. Right, inside line, inside line, inside line, inside line, inside line. I will be honest with you guys, these AI are not, they're not piss easy. They are, like, I think above 35% in terms of difficulty, and sorry about that, my headphone set decided to go grey for a second. Slows down, come into the corner. No. Right, coming into it again. Begin to slow down. Overcompensate. Oh, no, turn down. Second place, second place, second place. Slow down, slow down. Again, be defensive. I hate that fucking corner. I really do despise that corner. Like, those two corners back there, I absolutely fucking despise. Like, Silverstone, I miss the old Silverstone so bad. Playing it in Toka 1 and Toka 2, I miss that so much. Right, there we go. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Hit second gear, slow down, you fucking slag. Right, anyway. By the way, I apologize if any of the words I may say it may offend you. It is aimed at the virtual car that has no emotions. Right, I've got his draft. Whoa! Thank you very much for being the mobile barrier. Oh! Slow down, slow down. We've lost a few spots, but that... Thank you very much, Mr. Rammerman. I mean, to be honest with you, he hit me. So, you know, why it's saying, oh, it's contact. None of you get any fairness. I don't know. Yes, I know you're there. Slight cut. I have got the rules and regs on, as you saw, the whole contact thing. So, they allowed that. Probably not too many times in a row. So, sure, that's fine. That's okay. I don't mind that. I did lose it a bit there earlier, trying to use a guy's mobile barrier. It's a very effective strategy in some of the other racing games I've had. I'm not going to lie. I've probably had aspects of my car slightly buggered from that. Okay, yeah, again, don't expect anything fancy from me. I'm going super defensive when I go into this line here. I'm practically gliding over this bloody point because I absolutely hate that corner. Like, it's such a stupid corner, but it's caught me out so many freaking times, I will not lie. I haven't also set up my I haven't set up my, what was it? I haven't set up my, force feedback. There we go. That's actually another thing I forgot to mention. Force feedback. I honestly don't know what it is. Or, okay, it's a lie. I know that it simulates the aspects of the car would if it was in the scenario. And I'm not going to lie, it's an amazing feeling. And it gives me so much more appreciation for actual racers who do this in a real car. Though, admittedly, they get to feel the vibrations of the car and probably, and such, can feel like they can take more aggressive maneuvers. For me, I'm just relying on the vibrations and the shakiness of one little gizmo in front of my hands. All I'm understanding. And let's do a couple of positional changes. Thank you very much, my dear fellows. Thank you. So, yeah, as I was saying, I'm relying totally on the force feedback system.
That's your best split time so far.
That's fantastic, dear. Tell me something good, like, oh, hello, Mr. Blue Purple Car. Blue Purple Car, yes. Blue car, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Did he just spin himself out? I have no idea. But it's okay. We've made some places. We've made some places. Don't think we're going to reach the top 10, I'll be honest with you. But hey ho, it's okay. We're just going to slowly dip into third gear, really slow the fuck down because I hate this sector. Like, I am so fucking defensive over this point. Because it's like a catch-22. Do I let go? Do I keep going forward? Do I shift down to third? And then it comes up to this point, and it's on a slight incline. So, like, I can't see the fucking racing line. Yes, I know, I rely on the racing line. But if I don't, I can't tell when I need to brake. And, like, it goes from green to sharp red. And this is probably a reason why I fucked up in the past. Because I've become somewhat reliant on racing lines. But it's what keeps me doing the same... No! See, that's what I mean. Mobile barriers. I love it. So good. Anyway, so yes, going back to the original topic at hand, it basically, I'm relying completely, like, my experience in driving, I'm used to feeling the vibrations all around me. Like, for those who don't drive in real life, when you're driving, you have all of the...
Just at your own personal best fastest lap. Keep it up.
Fantastic. When you're driving in real life, there's a lot more vibrations in the car itself, which helps to tell what kind of situation... Okay, the car wanted to turn to the right, which is nice. Keep to an inside line, stay defensive. Inside line, hug the corner. Eat that curb tail. I don't know what lap this is. This might be the last lap. If it is, fantastic. I'm going to need to... Like, if he wants to come around me, he has to come around on my outside, which, to be honest with you, I've got the inside line. That's fine. You do that. Anyway, so when you're driving in real life, there's a lot more vibrations in the car, which obviously helps tell you as a driver what you can and how your car feels like, which is why when I'm doing it with the force feedback, it's like I can kind of get, like, part of my senses are working. It's no, fuck off. No, you're not doing this again. That's what happens. I clip a bit of the 8 curb a bit too hard, car starts to spin. I start going in the wrong direction, I lose my temper. It's a really horrible circle. It's a horrible circle of life. Now, after we've done some pretty good progress, I'm happy to slow down and lose lap time. That's right, Mr. BMW. God save the Queen, you bitch. You're not coming past me. Nope. No. I'm defending into my inside line, and you're not taking me after this corner. So there's the disadvantage. Racing line tells you to go on the outside, and I'm like, no, I need to defend my inside. Like, my insides are my outsides and my every sides. And I believe... Yes! There you go. I didn't come last. That's right. Read it and weep, you douchebags. You've came after me. Anyway, totally sportsmanlike behavior. But there you go. So obviously we didn't win. I mean, from the back of the pack, I'd be impressed. I'd have to be a good player in order to get to the top of the league, or with a controller. To be able to do any half of what I've just done. Hell, even with a controller I'd struggle. So, yep, that's awesome. So this is Project Cars 2. I'll be honest with you, I don't honestly... Oh, I've been clutch. Oh, I made a horrible mistake. I put the fucking wrong pedal. There we go. I might try and do some rally. I might play on my own, admittedly, not recorded. Form of rally dirt, just to see what it's like with VR and actually see what it's like. But no, as for this game, I do like it. I do love it a lot, in fact, because of just the level of skill that you have to put into it, and it also, again, the consistency. If I can get used to this and find a system that works for me, I'm gonna love it. I'm legit gonna fall in love with it because I can actually drive with a controller. With a steering wheel. I can actually totally understand the lines, and maybe once I grow a pair, I'll be able to attempt this corner a little bit more aggressively without the car wanting to do this fucking thing. I mean, forcing me to slow down. I hate that. It's like you want to go forward, but the rear of your car is as fat as is as wet, as slippery as a fat man on oil. Ah, sportsman-like behavior. Anyway, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this one, and I hope you guys are having a fantastic Christmas. This video took me a while to make, not just because of, like, commitments to work, but also the fact that I've attempted to record this fucking thing
numerous times, and it's never worked. I had trouble with my VR equipment. I had trouble with my pit box currently occupied. No, it's not. Don't lie to me. Oh, look, they got the covers. Oh. Yeah, I know. Oh, there we go. So, yeah. So there you go, guys. We came 8th! Top 10! 8th place! And I was, like, near the back of the pack. Like, okay, so I had, like, 3 more guys behind me. So we're 8th place, right? So, to 25th, we were, like, I'd say 22nd. Yeah, we were! We were, like, 22nd, and I came 8th. Yes! Yes! Oh, that's so good! Oh, this is what I like about gaming, is when I get something that I know I'm absolutely bollocks crap at. But because I was able to do this, we actually won, and actually we're the points. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, that was awesome. I'm loving that. And I hope you guys have I hope you guys have this video, and I hope you enjoy it. I will be back soon. Don't worry, I'm not quitting YouTube. I'm just, for those of you wondering why I'm not here, I'm taking a break from YouTube, like a bit of a thing, to mainly focus on not being like late for work and having problems uploading stuff because my work commitments are so rough. I'll go into a further explanation. Well, I went into a further explanation in my channel update for December. But basically, work was horrible. I also wanted to have a bit of a breather so I could like not think constantly about YouTube and get burnt out from it. But no, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have enjoyed, and hopefully I'll not be so bad at this in the future. But no, that's awesome. 8th place from 8th place from 22nd. Merry Christmas, everyone.